June 2010, Isle of Man. A rocket on two wheels cuts through the air along the mountain section called Mountain Mile. It's a Kawasaki in the middle of the tourist trophy, racing towards 155 miles an hour. Racing on the bike is a young rising talent, his gaze fixed on the trajectory. A dip in the road, a fraction of a second. The rider falls, the bike rapidly sliding towards oblivion. Conor Cummins disappears into the abyss, and an eerie silence envelops the island. There are racetracks, and then there's the tourist trophy in the Isle of Man. It's not simply a strip of asphalt, it's a living entity, made up of 37.7 miles of speed and danger that winds through villages, runs alongside stone walls, and climbs a wind-swept mountain. It is the deadliest race in the world. It's in this space, steeped in myth and danger, that Conor Cummins has its roots. Born on the Isle of Man on May 27, 1986, his arrival coincided with the week of the Tourist Trophy practice sessions. His father, Billy Cummins, was one of the daredevils that competed in the 80s. Conor lived near Milltown Bridge, a point where motorcycles take off the ground at incredible speeds, launching themselves into the air before landing and speeding towards the city. For young Conor, the TT wasn't just an event to watch on television, it was his childhood.
Oh, the inside cuts, Conor Cummins. Conor Cummins even.
His career began, as for many other riders, on conventional circuits, but a crash at Alton Park and the resulting injury changed his prospects. At just 19 years old, driven by a lack of funds to continue racing on British circuits, he pursued his true calling. He switched from a 600cc bike to a 1000cc Yamaha R1 for his road racing debut at the Northwest 200. Despite some skepticism from the racing community about his young age and lack of road racing experience, he chose the direct route by entering that year's Tourist Trophy. His debut was nothing short of sensational. He won the Best Newcomer award and finished the most prestigious race, the Senior TT, in 17th place, breaking the magical barrier of the average lap at 120 miles an hour. His talent was undeniable and his rise meteoric. After a series of top 8 finishes in 2007, 2009 was the year of his consecration. In the premier race, the 2009 Senior TT, Cummins rode a masterful race, finishing in an incredible second place, just 19 seconds behind winner Steve Plater. During that same race, he became the first Manxman in history to complete a lap of the mountain course at an average speed of over 130 miles an hour.
I've grew up around the TT. Me and my dad raced, and I got up every morning to watch the early morning practices.
Yeah, I can always remember just going up the end of the road at Milltown, watching all the early morning practices and stuff like that.
I've been dreaming of getting on the podium at least for quite some time now, and it's finally happened. So
great second place, especially for everyone here on the Isle of Man. Conor Cummins.
No more just a promising rider. He was the fastest man from the island. The 2010 Tourist Trophy was shaping up to be the year of Conor Cummins. The entire fortnight of races, immortalized in the famous documentary TT3D Closer to the Edge, seemed destined to culminate in his coronation.
This is Conor Cummins, he's about to get away.
The local boy has come so close to winning a senior race last year.
Cummins was one of the favorites, engaged in a fierce battle for the lead, just 3 seconds behind the leader. The entire island, alongside the documentary crew, held its breath. The atmosphere was already charged with tension and was further heightened by a dramatic accident involving circuit legend Guy Martin. Martin's bike caught fire, forcing race officials to wave the red flag and suspend the race. When the race restarted, reduced by 2 laps, the stakes became higher than ever. For Conor Cummins, this was the perfect opportunity to turn a life of struggle and speed into a legendary victory. As he pushed to the limit to close the gap with the first place, Cummins approached the veranda. A series of 4 high-speed right-hand corners that ride a stake at over 150 miles an hour. In the blink of an eye, the spectacular high-speed dance between a man and his beloved motorcycle turned into darkness.
News of Conor Cummins, he came off at the veranda and he's receiving attention.
An unnatural silence fell over the scene of the accident, broken only by the mountain wind and shortly afterwards by the arrival of the race marshals, who found Cummins in critical condition but still with a heartbeat. An 11-hour operation was performed to repair 5 shattered vertebrae. Due to the multiple fractures, 2 large metal plates and 16 screws were needed to hold the various bone fragments together. But against all odds, and to the surprise of the many who have seen that video of that crash and think otherwise, Conor Cummins survived. When he regained consciousness, still confused and in pain, one of his first questions in the hospital was whether he was catching up with the rider ahead of him. He faced months of immobility and the slow and grueling process of rehabilitation.
Been operated on twice now. My back, I'm getting more movement in it every day. I'm never going to be up to where I was flexibility wise. 2 plates in my arm and 20 screws later. We're on the road to recovery.
And over time, his name disappeared from the news. He, who was not one of those world-famous riders, was the survivor of the disaster who was left alone to fight his battle in silence. Just imagine the utter astonishment when the name of Conor Cummins was found among the participants of the 2011 Tourist Trophy. With titanium bars still in his back and his body bearing the marks of the countless surgeries, he returned to race on the Isle of Man, just one mistake away from certain death. He wasn't content with just participating. In the second race of the Supersport class, he achieved an incredible 6th place, a result that went beyond all logical expectations. 2 years later, bearing the permanent scars of his dance with tragedy, 2014 was the year of his real breakthrough. Riding an official Honda, he equaled his best ever result by finishing 2nd in the Senior TT, the same race that almost killed him 4 years earlier. In 2019, he officially became the fastest Manxman in history, with an average lap speed of 132.59 miles an hour. But his masterpiece came in 2022. In the Superstock race, he recorded his fastest lap ever, an incredible average of 132.97 miles an hour, making him the 4th fastest rider in TT history. More than a decade after the accident that should have ended his career, Conor Cummins became faster than ever. Although he never won the Tourist Trophy, the career of Conor Cummins is much more than just a sum of victories, lap times and podiums. His story has become a symbol of quiet determination and iron will, the embodiment of the spirit of what is the most dangerous race in the world. Conor Cummins is the survivor of the deadliest race, the Tourist Trophy.
Coming back from that was always going to be a physical challenge, not a mental thing, because my head was always, I've always been a racer in my head. Get the best results out of me.